to Train Hot Dog, podcast where I talk to myself on a train. Today we're going to be talking about why our face is on the bottom half of our heads. Why doesn't it cover our heads? That's how I feel about this question. Face position, explanation. Alright. Sex position. Wow, that's the first Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. The most used sex position is the missionary position. In this position, the participants face each other. Oh, that's why, because it had the word face. What kind of face masks are used for different football? Face recognition with OpenCV. Prenatal yoga center. Explanation of fetal positions. Alright. Why is our face on the bottom half of our heads? Subject verb agreement there, I'm not sure about. Cylinder head. Oh, that poor guy. In an internal combustion engine, the cylinder head sits above the cylinders on top of the cylinder block. It closes in the top of the cylinder, forming the combustion chamber. This joint is sealed by the head gasket. Gasket head. Beard. Beard is the collection of hair that grows on the chin, upper lip, cheeks, or neck of humans, and on some non-human animals. Androgenic hair. Trait from a time when humans had hair on their face and the entire body, like the hair on gorillas. Since hair bore parasitic bugs and ticks, as humans evolved, they lost more hair due to the advantage that a more glabrous body prevented parasitic bugs. The evolutionary loss of hair is pronounced in some populations, such as the indigenous Americans and some East Asian populations who have less facial hair, whereas Caucasians and the Ainu have more facial hair. Philosopher's beard. In Greco-Roman antiquity, the beard was seen as the defining characteristic of the philosopher. Philosophers had to have beards, and anyone with a beard was assumed to be a philosopher. While one may be tempted to think that Socrates and Plato sported philosophers' beards, such is not the case. Shaving was not widespread in Athens during the 5th and 4th century BCE, so they would not be distinguished with the general population for having a beard. The popularity of shaving did not rise in the region until the example of Alexander the Great near the end of the 4th century BCE. Modern prohibition of beards. Beards may be prohibited in jobs which require wearing of breathing masks, including airline pilots, firefighters, and the oil and gas industry. The International Boxing Association prohibits the wearing of beards by amateur boxers, and although the Amateur Boxing Association of England allows exceptions for sick men on the condition that the beard be covered with a fine net. Cincinnati Reds had a long-standing enforced policy where all players had to be completely clean-shaven. However, this policy was abolished following the sale of the team by Marge Schott in 1999. Los Angeles Dodgers relief pitcher who claims not to have shaved since the 2010 All-Star Game has grown a big beard. It has become popular in MLB and with its fans. The MLB Fan Cave presented a journey inside Brian Wilson's beard, which was an interactive screenshot of Wilson's beard where one can click on different sections to see various fictional activities performed by small residents of the beard. The hosts on Sports Service sometimes wear replica beards, and the Giants gave them away to fans as a promo. Giants gave. Wait, this is the Dodgers relief pitcher. Why would the Giants? Well, anyway, sports. Oh wait, I was looking for the face position thing. I just got caught up in beards. All right, the other way to ask this question is why is forehead so big? Why is my forehead so big? Yahoo Answers. That's not okay. Why is my forehead so big? Oh man, there's like 6 photo bucket links. Let me see if I can click on any of these. You can't click on them because they're not links. They're just text. Paste. Come, don't fail me now. Oh, this person moved or deleted this image. Best answer, I don't think it's big, and I like the last picture of you. I've seen bigger, trust me. Look at Tyra Banks. If you're self-conscious, get bangs. Alright, that's not... Why a person's forehead so big? Why is the human forehead? Forehead. Why is my forehead so big? My forehead is so big. Function. The muscles of the forehead help to form facial expressions. There are 4 basic motions which can occur individually or in combination to form different expressions. The occipitofrontalis muscles can raise the eyebrows, either together or singly, forming expressions of surprise and quizzicality. Quizzicality is a great word. Aporia denotes in philosophy a philosophical puzzle or state of puzzlement, and in rhetoric, a rhetorical useful expression of doubt. The corrugator supercilii muscles can pull. Can pull the eyebrows inwards and down, forming a frown. Procerus muscles can pull down the center portions of the eyebrows. Wrinkles. The movements of the muscles in the forehead produce characteristic wrinkles in the skin. The occipitofrontalis muscles produce the transverse wrinkles across the width of the forehead, and the corrugator supercilii muscles produce vertical wrinkles between the eyebrows and the nose. The procerus. This is just a huge list of like muscles that do things. Muscles don't have to be in the forehead, they could be anywhere. Like, you could frown or express physicality by, like, moving the muscles in the back of your hand. If the back of your hand has muscles. That was just an example. novels, even the most intelligent of them, wrote Samuel R. Wells in 1942, can hardly be said to have any forehead at all. And natural total idiots, it is very diminished. Phrenology, ladies and gentlemen. In Physiognomica, Pseudo-Aristotle stated that the forehead is governed by Mars. That's a Wiktionary thing. A surname. Why not just say surname? Aristotle, or his work was later attributed to him by others. Such falsely attributed works are known as pseudepigraphia. Marvelous Things Heard. On Marvelous Things Heard is a collection of thematically arranged anecdotes traditionally attributed to Aristotle, but written by a pseudo-Aristotle. This material, so this is like an overheard in New York kind of thing, where somebody said a funny thing and someone else wrote it down. Proportions to the head and face. While the proportions of the head will vary from person to person and change slightly with age, there are some basic principles that can follow to improve your drawing. Wait a minute, I'm not drawing. No, I know. It's going to tell me what I already know, which is that the face is on the bottom half of the head. And the Golden Ratio on goldennumber.net. The American Angler. Boy's Life. Dry wood was impossible to find, only by painstakingly cutting our hardwood. By the time it was half fit for wear, our eyes ached from smoke. We could not shave nor even wash our faces. Whispers of Death, the nightmare that lasted a lifetime. About faces and fractions, lesson corner. The perfect selfie is a half selfie. Alright, Gizmodo, you've got my attention. Now that we take photos of ourselves, okay, I'm not reading this. Oh, this is all like art tips, like how to draw face proportions. Alright, why do faces only use half our heads? No, in your face. $14 from Google Play. Make a half-face fox mask. This is like all ads. Oh, like apparently I clicked on shopping somehow. Do we really lose half our body heat from our heads? Live science. Do we lose heat through our heads? Alright, fine. That's interesting, probably. Even the U.S. Army Field Manual used to claim 40 to 45% body heat is lost through the head, but it's simply not true according to the heat loss has been found by experiments in the 50s. Military researchers exposed them to freezing temperatures. While their bodies were bundled up, their heads were exposed, and they were found to have lost more heat from their noggins. In 2006, scientists revisited the question. They tested subjects in cold water and with without wetsuits, sometimes with their heads out of water and sometimes with their heads submerged. They found that the head accounts for about 7% of the body's surface area, and the heat loss is proportional to the amount of skin that's showing. Yeah, that actually makes a ton of sense. Will Ford rocks half-shaved head and face? Do we really lose half our body heats from our heads? No. How would you look if both sides of your face were identical? Heat in head causes heat on top of... I didn't use heat anywhere. I didn't use the word heat anywhere, but it keeps appearing in, like, related searches. Instagram takes up too much space on my phone. Why does Vine take up so much space? For rent your forehead for $5,000. Why are my apps taking up so much space? Why does it think I'm talking about apps? If I add on head, it's going to think I'm talking about, like, so we lose most of our apps through our head. Why every face you draw looks a little Neanderthal? Science news. Let's try an experiment. Draw a face, nothing fancy, just an owl with eyes, nose, mouth, some hair. What you produce probably looks like a cartoon Neanderthal. So that everyone tends to draw faces with eyes too high on the head, resulting in a low forehead rather than a rather cretinous look. It's not just a matter of artistic talent. Psychology researchers have noticed that everyone does it. That's got fellows Christian Carbon, who studies visual perception, wondering, why don't we know where people's eyes are on their forehead? After all, humans are intensely social creatures who are highly attuned to reading each other's faces. The eyes, in particular, get a lot of our attention. In reality, your eyes are right about in the middle of the head, measured vertically, and most people draw them definitively left-centered. Even in painting courses, people start with exactly this bias, Carbon says. It's absolutely familiar to researchers, but there's nothing in the scientific literature about it. Oh, I gotta go.